Let's do a first round. Let's see what we can do here. Do I have to pick a team? I don't want to pick a team. I want to do all the teams. I guess I can select all the teams maybe. Is that what I have to do? That's really dumb. Oh, wait. They had a plan for that. Wow, PFF. Thank you. Okay, hang on. I push for signing DeAndre Hopkins. Also, first round is good. Okay, so we got about 17 minutes here. Let's do our. Let me present this. Make sure. Share screen. Sorry, guys. This was thrown onto me at the last minute, so I didn't plan to do that this week. We're going to do it in the future. Okay, can everyone see the screen? I think I'm going to be frozen if we do it like this. Okay. Let's do it like this. Okay. Start draft. So first off on the clock, we're not going to do any trades. We're not going to overcomplicate anything. I think we all agree Fernando Mendoza is going first overall to the Vikings, right? So I think we can safely say that. So, okay, New York Jets. Now the Jets get interesting. They could go a couple different routes. I think it was pretty clear that they wanted Dante Moore, but Dante Moore has pulled out. I've seen them go David Bailey. I've seen them go with Mauagoa, whose name I continue to mispronounce. I personally think that based on the types of guys they have signed, it looks like they want to go into a 3-4 defense. And so I'm gonna go, Arvell Reese, because it looks like they want to go heavier on the linebacker position. So I would go there. I think they could go a couple different ways though. I doubt they go quarterback here because Ty Simpson I don't think is worthy of the second round pick, despite what Dan Orlovsky says. Cardinals are another really interesting one. This is someone I've sat down with. The Cardinal rule. We've done mock drafts with them. I had them taking a tackle because they're kind of in that bridge year with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. Whether they're the future, I know that they really like Cardinals fans really want Reuben Bain Jr. too. I think where the Cardinals are right now, you could take any of these three guys. Bailey has reportedly got some anger issues that Monty Ossenfort and the Cardinals may want to stay away from. I really feel like they're going to go with tackle. But again, there's a lot of really good low premium position players in this draft. That's the hardest part. I mean, you've got Jeremiah Love here who could go top 10 and he's a running back. Like we haven't seen that in years. Who are the Titans running backs right now? Is it still just like Tony Pollard? This is a really weird draft. And that's what I said. Last year's draft was weird. They got Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears, and they signed Michael Carter today. Because of that, who's their edge? Some of these teams we don't talk about them as much, so I'm not as familiar. They signed John Franklin Myers and then Jermaine Johnson they traded for. Ooh. They don't have a lot of depth behind that, though. I'm going to give them David Bailey. I think David Bailey's a guy who I expect Reuben Bain Jr. could fall just because of his issues with his arms. That may scare some teams away. It may not. Some teams are really worried about the length of his arms. New York Giants, they're not going to take Jeremiah Love. They could take Sonny Styles, could take Caleb Downs. Ooh, what do we got? I haven't memorized all the rosters yet either with all the. I'm going to go. They've got Malik Neighbors, but behind that, they don't really have anyone. This may be a bit of a hot take. I'm going to go Carnell Tate. Quarterback, wide receiver, guard. It sucks for the Browns that they signed 2 quarterbacks last year, and that's still their primary need. But again, I don't see that being a wide receiver round 1 issue. I'm going to get a terrible grade on this because I'm not going with their needs at all here. I'm going to go just being objective, I would hate if this happens, but Sonny Styles with Carson Schlesinger would be insane. They lost JOK. Looks like he's going to have to medically retire, unfortunately. Let's see, Jeremiah Love. Send him to the Commanders. And if you're looking at this is the first one I've done, and if you're saying this is an awful mock draft, just know that that's why. New Orleans Saints. I'll go Reuben Bain Jr. to the Saints. I could see that. Now the Chiefs. The Chiefs need to redo their secondary. They would do this. They would do this to the Bengals. They would steal Caleb Downs right before the Bengals pick. So now we get to the Bengals, who I've done the most mocks with. Delane, and this is honestly a pretty realistic way that this could fall. Mansour Delane at corner, really great player. Jermaine McCoy is also a really good player here. But I think that safety is a bigger need than corner for the Bengals right now in the first round. And I really like Dylan Thieneman. People haven't been considering him an option for the Bengals. I'm going to take Dylan Thieneman because he had a really, really good combine and I think could be a really, really good player. Delane, yes, fantastic player, but the safety depth worries me for the Bengals. So I'm going to take Thieneman. Hot take, I know. Let's see here. Miami Dolphins. They brought in Malik Willis and then traded all their weapons. Kind of a similar situation to what the Cardinals are in. Malik Willis probably isn't the future quarterback there. Probably not Quinn Ewers either. They've had to move on from some offensive linemen. I took your guy. Was Thieneman your guy? I like Thieneman a lot. I'm going to say let's go Mekhi Lemon. We'll get Malik Willis a weapon and whoever our future quarterback is there. Same thing with the Cowboys. The Cowboys need defense, and so I could see them taking Delane. Wide receiver, tackle, linebackers. Fano, I think, is going to be really good. I could see him falling here. Wide receiver, center guard, linebacker for the Ravens. They need that. Does he have? I don't know a lot about Oli Vega. Does he have experience playing center? Can I see that? Oh, there you go. No, he does not. Oh, he does. 17 snaps. Plays a little bit all over the line. We also know that they really need a good D line as well. They made some move. Oh, they did sign Trey Hendrickson though, obviously. So I'll go here. Tight end Sadiq. Learn behind Otten for a year. Jets are back up. McCoy's really good. He's just got some injury concerns. Would not be mad about him getting picked up at all. Detroit Lions, I think, go Freeling. They've taken, Tate Ratledge was a guard for the Bulldogs. They clearly like Georgia linemen. I could see them going that route easily. All right, Chris, let's look at where we are now. So what do you like here? So you got CJ Allen as the BPA, Jordan Tyson, Akeem Messador, who's not bad at all, EMW, another good safety. I know you like Avion Terrell as well. Not a bad player at all. So I'll let you pick for the Vikings. Or if you want to take a swing on a player, we can do that too. You have 30 seconds. Probably less. Trade down is my first choice, but Terrell since we stuck in pick. Okay. Yeah, no trades in this draft. So if that would be an option, obviously, in the real world, but we're not in the real world here. Okay, Panthers. Jordan Tyson. I think this is easy. Want to continue to get weapons for Bryce Young because we believe in him right now. CJ Allen, I think for the Cowboys, they traded for Logan Wilson and then they released Logan Wilson. That linebacker position has been a struggle. They do need to fix that D line, but D line's somewhat deep here in this draft. Steelers. Chuss isn't here, so we're going to kind of try to. I don't know what his thoughts are. I would be tempted to go safety, but that's not listed as one of their needs. I guess if we want to protect, looks like we need protection. Does Blake Miller have, what's his experience like? All at right tackle. Who's their right tackle? Is it still, do they still have, I can see his face. I can't imagine his name though. Broderick. No, not Broderick Jones. He's left tackle. Right tackle. Troy Futanu. Yeah, they're not. I don't like tackle. I don't want to go tackle. Let's go. It's not on here as one of their top needs, but I'm gonna take Messidor because their D line is older. A lot of their defensive pass rushers are older. I think they need to retool there. And he's BPA right now. I think he's better than Falk as well. This isn't me like trying to do something, but I think you got to go BPA there. I think Messidor is better than what those tackles are going to bring for the Steelers. Feel free to disagree with me. I don't care. Chargers, Amari Cooper Jr. going wide receiver. I think that's an easy call. Philadelphia Eagles. They got to replace Reed Blankenship. I could see him going EMW. They could also, get someone later. Howie Roseman's a tricky GM, so he's hard to mock. Blake Miller. Browns need tackles. They need O-line, no matter who their quarterback is. So we need, let's see here. What does Cassius Howell bring to the table? Outside tackle, off ball, pass rush grade, really good pass rush win rate. Not a great run stopper. I think he's got, what's his stats look like? I know that Falk is like all potential, no stats. That's kind of what the worry with. 12 sacks. Yeah, we're gonna go Howell over Falk. He's kind of like a Shamar Stewart. You don't think Cooper goes in the first? I think he will. I could be wrong, but I think he'll go in the first. I think there's enough teams that need wide receivers, and he's obviously coming off of that big IU season. I think he'll go late in the first. Maybe not as early as what I put him, but I think he'll go. Caden McDonald to the Bills. Retool that line. It's Caden Proctor. I like guys that are versatile on the line, if you can't tell. 49ers, Trent Williams is getting older, though. They're going to need a left tackle to learn behind him. Running back, center guard. Well, we're not taking a running back. Definitely, probably not taking a center guard. I don't like. We'll go D-line. Caleb Banks has some concerns. D'Amico Ryan might take. I could go Peter Woods or Caleb Banks here. I think the Peter Woods will go before Caleb Banks, though, so I'll go that route. Chiefs. I don't think that's right. I don't want to take a safety. I don't really like any of these. They may be forced to just go BPI here. We'll just go Falk. I didn't really like how that fell for them, which is fine. I don't like the Chiefs. I don't think Denzel Boston goes in the first. I mean, if Mark Cooper's not going in the first, then Denzel Boston's not going in the first, in my opinion. What wide receiver? Ooh, actually, I like Concepcion. I think he could go in the first over Denzel Boston. An anchor to the Patriots. Protect our guy, protect Drake May. And then Seahawks. So I need that running back, obviously. edge. Could go TJ. We'll go TJ Parker. Get their Mafe replacement. Again, this is all just like, this isn't super researched at all. But here's our recap. We got Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders, Arvell Reese to the Jets, Francis Mauigoa to the Cardinals, David Bailey to the Titans, Carnell Tate to the Giants, Styles to the Browns, Jeremiah Love to the Commanders, Ruben Bain Jr. to the Saints, Caleb Downs to the Chiefs, Dylan Thieneman to the Bengals, Mekhi Lemon to the Dolphins, Mansour Delane to the Cowboys, Spencer Fano to the Rams, Olivega Ioane to the Ravens, Kenyon Sadiq to the Buccaneers, Jermon McCoy to the Jets, courtesy of the Colts, Monroe Freeling to the Lions, Avion Terrell to the Vikings, Jordan Tyson to the Panthers, CJ Allen to the Cowboys, courtesy of the Packers, Akeem Misador to the Steelers, Amar Cooper Jr. to the Chargers, Emmanuel McNeil Warren to the Eagles, Blake Miller to the Browns, courtesy the Jacksonville Jaguars, Cassius Howell to the Bears, Caden McDonald to the Bills, Caden Proctor to the 49ers, Peter Woods to the Texans, and then courtesy of the LA Rams, the Chiefs get Keldrick Folk, courtesy of the Denver Broncos. The Dolphins get Casey Concepcion, and Patriots get Max Ionankor to protect Drake May. And then finally, rounding out the first round, we have TJ Parker going to the Seahawks. Did they give me a grade? Usually there's a grade, but that might just be if you do teams. Let's save it. I don't know how much. We'll see how that kind of stacks up. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts on the draft down below, I guess. You may hate that. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't care. But that was kind of fun. But I appreciate everyone who has stopped by, who has hung out